Hello students, in this session we will see insertion sorting algorithm. Last session we have seen bubble sort and then selection sort. So what bubble sort will do? It will bubble up the largest element to its appropriate position. That is to the last position, right? And in selection sort, what it will do? It will select the smallest element and it will place in appropriate position. And insertion sort, what it will do, just it will first pick an element, okay, and it will check with the remaining elements and it will insert that element in the correct position or appropriate position. It's nothing but like playing cards, right? For example, I'm having one card, number 2, right? And I'm picking up one card, number 1. So where I will insert, I'm having number 2 and I'm picking up one card. Where I will insert automatically, I will insert here, right? So number 1, I will insert here. And next I'm picking up a number 4. Where I will insert, obviously I will insert here, right? So the number 4, I'm just inserting here. And next I'm picking up one card, number 3. So where I will insert, and I will insert in a appropriate position, that is here, right? So whenever the new element is coming, I'm finding its proper position and inserting into the already sorted elements, right? So the element which I'm having at present are already sorted elements. So each and every time when new element is coming, I'm just inserting those element in the appropriate position. So this is about insertion sort, right? It will pick an element and then it will insert in a appropriate position in ascending or descending order. In what way? Fine. So here also, as like other two sorting algorithms, if we have n elements, here also we have n minus 1 comparisons, right? And sorry, n minus 1 passes to sort the elements. We will see with example, but we'll see the before we'll see the working mechanism. So we'll see in each pass how the things are going. So as we see, the first pass, I'm inserting element, right? So imagine we have one element. I'm bringing or I'm picking another element. That element should be inserted either before a of 0 or a of 1, right? That is what we have seen. So already one element is there, a new element is coming. That element I have to insert either before a of 0 or after a of 0 based on their numbers, whether it is greater or equal. And again, in pass 2, again one more element is coming, right? That is a of 2 is coming inside. Before a of 2, we have already sorted that a of 0 and a of 1, right? A of 2 is where we can insert based on the element. Either it can be before a of 0 or between a of 0 and a of 1 or definitely after a of 1 also, right? So finally a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, all the values will be sorted, right? Likewise, whenever the new element is coming, we are putting up that element in its appropriate position. So as like bubble sort and selection sort, insertion sort, we have n minus 1 times we have to carry out this. That is n minus 1 passes we require to complete this sorting algorithm, right? Yeah, n minus 1 passes, right? One very small example we will consider. Same elements what we have seen in bubble sort and selection sort. 5 elements we will take. So we'll arrange in ascending order. So as we seen, total number of elements is 5. So n minus 1 comparisons I need. So totally 4 comparison I need to sort the elements. Right? So what will happen at the end of the pass 1? So this is the given elements, right? So what I'm doing, I'm just considering first 2 elements, right? I'm just considering first 2 elements. I'm checking whether it is properly ordered or not. If it is properly ordered, I'm not doing anything, leaving as such. Else, I have to swap these two so that these 2 elements are sorted, right? We will see. So 5 and 4. We are just considering only those 2 elements at the first pass. Current position is 4. If it is greater, we are exchanging. And again at the pass 2, what we are considering, we are just adding one more element. So already first 2 elements got sorted. I'm inserting, I'm adding another element. So this whole 3 will become current range. So 3 can be inserted here or inserted here, or it can be as such. So we will see. And I have to insert this value at the proper position. We will see. Current range and current element, where I have to insert, that is the inserting position. That's it. Right? So at the end of pass 3, I'm considering what is the range, what are the elements I'm just considering. So all these 4 elements I'm just considering. So while coding, why these things are mentioning here, these are the important terms while doing coding also. Range you have to mention, right? So range I have to mention. I have to maintain what is the current element, and I have to maintain the insertion position, which position I have to insert that element. So these everything I have to maintain. I have to remember while coding the range, what is the current element I'm just considering, and I'm just cross-checking with each and every element. And finally, I'm finding the position where I have to actually insert, right? So what will happen now? I'm swapping 1 and I'm sorry, 1 will be coming before 1, right? At the end of pass 4, whole range we will consider, right? So current element is 2. I'm checking with each and every element one by one, and finally find the position where I have to put that element. So I'm just inserting this 2 here. That's all. Keep in mind here we are not doing any swapping at all. Fine. So we are just in that position, we are just putting that element. So we'll see, we know that totally n minus 1 passes we need, right? So at each pass, we are inserting current element at the proper place. So that at the end of each pass, the current range should be in order. So in each pass, we have k comparisons. First pass, we need 1 comparison. And in kth pass, we need actually k comparison. Okay, k comparison, not k minus. Kth pass, we need k comparisons. And last pass requires n minus 1 comparison. So totally, if it is 5 elements, we need 4 passes. So 4 comparisons. That is n minus 1 comparisons. Next, we'll see about algorithm. So first step, only one for loop here we are using, right? And inside that range we are checking, and all the time I have to maintain the position and current element, right? We will see with one example with only one pass. Same, a simple example we will take. Very simple example we'll consider. Array of 5 elements. So what are the elements? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is our logic? Actually, before that, we'll revise the logic. Initially, I will start from here. I will start from here, right? And I will check with this. And these two elements will be sorted. Later, increment to here. And I will check with this element and this element. So all these three will be sorted. Then I will current position will be here, and I have to check with this, this, and this, and finally these four elements will be sorted, and so on. So programmatically, I'm just starting k as 1, okay, and temp equal to a of k. So I'm just starting with here, right? Because array index starts from 0. This is a of 1. So a of 1 is what? 4. Because just now we have seen, right? We are starting our current position as here. So temp is equal to 4. And j is equal to k minus 1. K is here. And where until I have to start checking from here, right? The before position. From before position I have to start. So j is k minus 1, nothing but 0, right? We will add array index also. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now we'll see the while loop. What's the purpose of while loop? See, whenever I'm just considering this as a current value, I have to travel till this, right? And if I consider this value, I have to travel till this. Also, I have to find the appropriate position. This is to find the appropriate position, right? So we will see. What is next? I'm just checking whether temp less than E of J. What is temp less than? What is A of J? J is 0, F J is 5. Whether it is true or not, I'm checking. Whether it is true? Yes, true. So if it is happen, what I have to do? So I have to sort this, right? So 4 should come here, 5 should come here. We will see how we can make it. So what I'm doing, I'm just setting up. So what I'm doing, a of j plus 1, nothing but a of j, a of 1. I'm just taking this value and I'm putting here because it should come here, right? So I'm just moving this. It is not swapping. I'm just moving this as now, okay? At the end only, I have to find where this element will go, right? That is why we are putting in temp, okay? So a of 1, that is a of j plus 1, a of 1 equal to a of j, nothing but 5. So now here I moved the value 5, and j value, what I'm doing, j minus 1, okay? What is j minus 1? 0 minus 1 minus 1. As since we have taken only 2 elements, this time you may be confused, but when we are seeing with next 3 elements, you will understand what is the purpose here. So now again the while loop will be executed. That time I am checking j greater than or equal to 0. No. So the while, because it is not greater than or equal to 0, so this while loop won't run. So after while loop, this still this while loop. After this while loop, this statement will execute, right? What I'm doing after while loop get false only, I am putting the value 4 to the a of j plus 1 place. That is, what is a of j plus 1 now? That is a of 0, right? J is minus 1. A of 0 equal to, what is the temp? 4. Understood? That is why I am keeping this value in temp variable. Correct? See, first two elements we considered. I started here, current position I started here, and I found the position where to exchange, right? Yes, I found, and then I moved this 5 to here, and still I didn't move this 4 because I'm just waiting still more elements are there or not, because I have to check backward, right? Since there are no more elements, later I'm just putting this 0th position value to moving here, right? So that is why we are keeping the temp variable. The smallest element will be moved in the appropriate position. Understood? In the next for loop, what will happen? K will become 2, right? See, one more example, we'll see. K will become 2. And what will happen to temp? What will happen to temp? So we have to rewrite this array also, right? Because now this became 5, this became 4. So same way we will put. So at the end of pass 1, this became 4, this became 5. With this only we are starting. So temp equal to A of K. Now K equal to 2. So A of K is 3. Nothing but, what is meaning? Nothing but I'm starting from here. I'm starting from here and I have to check. That is, I have to travel backward. Correct. So I have to travel backward. That is why each and every time we are putting J equal to J minus 1. Right. So I have to go backward. This I have to cross check, and with this also I have to cross check. Right. That is why we are checking. It should be greater than or equal to 0. Also, each and every time we are decrementing. This is the purpose, right? And so temp equal to 3 we made. Now J is equal to what? We have to start. See, now you can correlate, right? Say I'm starting here, okay? K value I'm starting here. Temp I have already maintained this temp value, because where I to put that position I have to find, right? So this is the new inserted value, imagine. So I'm just keeping in temp. Finally, I have to move in a proper place, whether it should be here or whether it should be moved in between, or it should come to before 4. That tunnel we have to check. That is why till now I'm keeping in temp. And from which element I should start? From the previous element. That is why we are maintaining J, right? This is to maintain current value. Temp, I'm putting this current value, and the previous index we have to check one by one. For that we are having J variable. Now we will check. I'll go with while loop. Temp, what is the temp now? 3 less than A of J. What is A of J? 5, right? So orally we will see. So 5 and 3, what will happen? Definitely I have to move this 3, because again I'm telling, here we are not swapping, right? Here I can't swap 3 and 5, because 3 can become this position also. So but anyway 5 should come here only, because already these two elements started. I can move 5 to this place, right? So I'm just checking this position whether while loop is true or not. Yes, it is true. So I can come to the next step. These two steps I can come. What are the next step? I'm just moving that element, that is A of J plus 1. So now A of J plus 2 will become, because 5 I am moving. So this 5 where I will get? A of J, right? That's all. A of J is A of 1, so 5. One element is done. Now this comparison is done. Again I have to decrement J value, right? That's all. J is equal to 0. Now I have come here. Now again what I have to do again? This while loop will be executed. Now I checked with these two. So I moved 5 here, right? And again I have to check these 3 and 4, where to move or not. Again I have to check these 3 and 4, right? So again that loop will be executed. Again temp value I'm checking. Temp value is what? 3. And I'm cross checking with A of J. A of J is what? 4. Anyway, this also should be moved, correct? So this 3 should come here. So how I can make it? So this 4 I have to move here, right? Finally 3, 4, 5 should come. 5 already we moved, correct? So now 4, where it will come, we will see. So I'm just checking. Yes, it become true. right? And what I'm checking, yeah, because we have to move, right? A of j plus 1. What is a of j plus 1? I'm moving a of j. What is a of j? 4. So now I moved 4 here, right? I moved 4 here. I think 5 should come here, no? That time when we edited. Okay, let it be. Yeah, let it be, let it be. Okay. A of 1 equal to 4, and now we just moved 4 here. In the previous place we moved 5 here, right? So actually a of 2 we have done with 5, and a of 1 now we have done with 4, correct? And what is the next step? J is equal to j minus 1. J is equal to j minus 1 was minus 1. So when this again while loop is running, that time this loop will fail, because j is not greater than or equal to 0. Because what? We reach the last element. Backward we reach the last element. So at the end, what we have to do now? We can, that is, now I found the proper position where I should this insert the current element. That is at the a of 0. That 0 where I can take, so the 0 where I can take from j value, right? Since I incremented 1, so now that is why I'm putting j of plus 1. So obviously a of 0. From temp I can take. Temp is what? The current value. That's it. So now what will happen? So now what will happen? So 3 had come here. See, 3 had come here. See, a of 0 is 3. A of next a of 1 is 4. And a of 2 is 5, right? Is 5. So these 3 now arranged. Next elements, ascending order. These 2 are arranged. Next 2 and 1. Again, it will happen. Again, we will start the same procedure. That's it. Understood? So what we have done, so we have, this is for number of passes, this for loop. Initially we are just starting with this element, that is why we are keeping temp variable, we are taking as this value, right? And then just backward one by one we are checking, right? So if I take 3, I have to check 5 and 4. If I take 1, I have to check 3, 5, 4. Like this. In the inside while loop, I'm just checking the condition. So I'm just moving the element into its appropriate place. Okay, I'm not doing swapping here. I'm just inserting the element in an appropriate place, right? That's it. Yeah. So you have seen algorithm with an example. So order of insertion start. I think you people can guess what is order of. So first pass we need first one comparison. Second pass we have done two comparison, right? I think no need to see 5 elements means 4, 1, 2, 7, 6. So at the first pass we need one comparison. At the second pass we need two comparison. At the third pass we need 3. At the fourth pass we need 3 comparison. Sorry, 4 comparison, right? So first pass we'll consider only these two elements. So one comparison. And second pass we will consider these 3 elements. This and this, this and this. So totally 2 comparisons. At the third pass, this is the current position. So this 7 will be compared with 2, 1, 4. So we need 3 comparison. Right? So like this. For kth pass, we need k comparison. So, or another term, kth pass, we need k comparison, or k is nothing but n minus 1, right? We need finally n minus 1 comparisons, right? So at the last pass, we need n minus 1 comparison. And just look at it. So first pass we need one comparison, second pass we need two comparison, and kth pass we need k comparison. As I told, it is k comparison. Last pass, that is kth pass, right? Kth pass means what? N minus 1 comparison, because pass is n minus 1. So obviously n minus 1 comparison. So if we consider total number of comparisons, first pass, second pass, third pass. So kth pass, k is nothing but, total k is nothing but n minus 1. If it is 5, totally 5 values are there, total k we need n minus 1 case, right? So n minus 1 comparison. So if we consider adding natural numbers, then n minus 1 by 2. So order of insertion sort is nothing but n square, right? So equivalent, very simple program we'll see in ascending order how we can make it. The same simple example we will take as an input here. So how to make it? So necessary directories we will include. Function declaration. So what are the arguments? Array and the number of elements. Right? Necessary variables we will declare. So first we'll read the elements using scanf with for loop, with the help of for loop, right? Now input is ready. Next we will send this array, that is we'll call the function. Later we will write its definition. So we are passing the argument array and number of values, right? So again, array name is nothing but we are passing the first address of that array, right? And after that function call, after that is array gets sorted, we can print that. For that we are writing the help of for loop, just printing the sorted elements. Since array, we are sending an array reference, so whatever the changes happens, it will reflect in address itself, right? That concept everyone knows. So we will define the function now. So what are the variables we need? We have to maintain position and temporary variable to maintain current element. So we need, and for loops we should have some variables. This statement is for passes. So starting with 1 and we are checking with -1. Totally in -1 passes we need. So we are choosing the second element as temporary variable, the second index, that is 0, 1, second element. So I'm just checking whether the current element is lesser than the previous element. So we have to find a proper position. If it is there, then I can move that greater element towards right. Does not exchange till the 0th position. We have to move that, okay? And later, if it get false, then only we can put the temporary variable value, because we have found the correct position. Then only we can put, right? Now we'll try to execute. The same input will give. 5, 4, 3, 1, 2. We'll get the. So this is all about insertion chart. So what insertion chart is doing? It is nothing but like inserting a chords. So first two elements will be compared. It is getting sorted. Then first three elements is taking consider, and those three elements will be sorted. The next four elements, the next five elements, like that, one by one element we are taking, and we are inserting that element in a perfect place. And we need, for n elements, we need n minus 1 passes. Okay, so for each passes, okay, for first pass we need one comparison, for second pass we need two comparison. So total comparisons we need n squared comparisons. By adding all those, we need n square comparisons for n elements. So order of n square is the complexity for selections. Thank you everyone. Next session we will see another sorting algorithm.